My name's Katie and I'm doing the MRes in Speech, Language and Cognition.
My name's Anna and I'm doing the MA Linguistics Conversion course.
I'm Sarah and I'm on the MSc Language Sciences with specialisation in language development.
I'm Karen and I'm doing the MSc in Speech and Language Sciences.
What made me come to UCL is that I think in whole Europe there's no course that combines linguistics and experimental research that well.
The first reason was because of the programme. With the MRes you get the chance to choose from, it's really flexible, so you can choose from all different kinds of courses. And also the fact that people are really open to let you try doing neuroscience, and you can't say that in a lot of other universities.
I came to UCL because it was one of the few universities that offer the course that I was after. It's recommended by the Royal College of Speech and Language Therapists, and if you had to choose between all the courses that were on offer, UCL was just naturally the best choice.
Well, my course is probably the most different from the others. It's the only MA, so we don't have as much experimental stuff, although there is some.
So I'm doing the research-based degree, and that basically means that I spend much more time, instead of kind of following courses, basically following my own research programme.
I think my language sciences master is kind of a mixture, so it has a lot of experimental stuff and we have stats, and then on the other side we also have theoretical courses or courses that combine psychology and linguistics, so that is really, really nice, I think.
My course is quite different in that at the end of what I'm doing, which is an MSc in Speech and Language Sciences, it means that I'll be a qualified speech and language therapist, so I'll be able to go out into the world, hopefully, and work either in paediatrics or in adults with acquired language and communication disorders.
You know, there's a lot going on in the first term, isn't there?
Yeah.
A lot of different information, but you know, we're used to it and we sort of manage the process, and you know, you do surprise yourselves. I mean, every year I always makes me feel really happy to see students who at the beginning they're going, you know, this is so much, you know, how can a person possibly take all this in? And then you even get just into the second term and they're already presenting interesting, you know, there's the foundations, presentations, those kinds of things.
And it's an amazing environment, isn't it?
Yes.
You know, I mean, where else do you have a building where you have the whole of language sciences in one building, you know, from the really theoretical syntactician on the first floor to clinicians on the third floor and people doing speech science. I mean, it's incredibly exciting, really.
And students here get the opportunity to interact with people from all sorts of different backgrounds, something that I think is really important in helping them to develop their skills in speech and language and cognition.
I guess it makes you feel safe to know that there's so many really good researchers here, and it makes you trust in what comes next and your experience with research and experiments, and yeah, it's really comforting, I think.
We do our best to try to make the landing as soft as possible, to give as much support on the academic side and be there for all those other things that, you know, can get in the way of academic work.
I think the support from the staff here has been really, really good. And more importantly, quick as well. Most people tend to reply to you almost straight away when you have a question.
There's so much going on here. I mean, not just like going to theatres and things like that, but just in terms of linguistics and brain sciences research, it's just one of the global hubs.
So immediately after this I'm going to go on to do a PhD.
Same for me, I will do my PhD and then hopefully do research.
Ideally, I'd like to be in a hospital working with adults with acquired communication disorders.
Me mostly, academically, I've changed loads this year because the lecturers here really don't spoon feed you anything. You go in, particularly in the MRes course, I think, and you're expected to be really independent. And that was quite hard at the beginning, but then actually it's been really, really worthwhile because it's made me sort of develop more as an independent researcher.
I've had a really good experience this year, and every good experience maybe changes you a little bit in ways that you don't realise until much later on.